When they finally give us permission to do the excavation, we're going to be face to face with the Ark of the Covenant.
Graham Hancock has made a groundbreaking discovery, the Ark of the Covenant, a revered religious artifact of unparalleled significance. Made of pure 24-karat gold and believed to hold the presence of God himself, this sacred object provided divine protection to the Israelites in battles. However, its misuse resulted in severe consequences, even death. After centuries of being lost, the Ark has resurfaced. This revelation has sent shockwaves through the religious and archaeological communities, reigniting curiosity and wonder about the ancient relic and its extraordinary powers. Where was the Ark of the Covenant found? And what does this mean for the religious community? Let's find out.
All of these leave me with no doubt. In this sealed cave are the greatest treasures of Israel.
In the ancient traditions of Israel, a sacred and mysterious artifact known as the Ark of the Covenant held immense power and significance. This extraordinary chest was believed to house the very presence of God himself. This ark, adorned with gleaming gold, stood as a powerful symbol of divine presence and the sacred covenant with the Israelites. Legends and tales spoke of the ark's ability to bestow blessings upon its protectors and bring calamity upon those who dared to disrespect it. It was said to possess the power to part raging seas and crumble mighty walls, and at times it even accompanied the Israelites into battle. But as the years rolled by and wars ravaged the land, tragedy struck, and the Israelites lost sight of their cherished ark. Efforts to locate this precious relic proved futile. Many researchers and collectors dedicated themselves to the quest, hoping to unravel the secrets of its whereabouts. Yet time and again, their endeavors fell short, leaving the ark's fate shrouded in uncertainty. However, in a remarkable twist of events, the long search has finally come to an end. Graham Hancock, an intrepid explorer, stumbled upon the long-lost ark, a find that would shake the foundations of history. To help you better understand the mysterious circumstances surrounding this extraordinary discovery, let's travel back in time to witness the captivating story of the Ark and explore its profound symbolism. Get ready to be enthralled as we uncover the secrets hidden within the Ark's ancient past. Long ago, God made a promise to the children of Israel through Moses. He said that if they followed his laws, he would bless them and their future generations, but he also warned them of dire consequences if they disobeyed. To seal this covenant, God instructed the Israelites to build the Ark of the Covenant exactly as he commanded. The Ark was no ordinary chest. It was made of acacia wood covered in shiny gold. Inside, it held the stone tablets with the 10 Commandments. This precious Ark was to be kept in the holy inner part of the tabernacle in the desert and later in the temple in Jerusalem. The specifications for the Ark were clear. It had to be 2.5 cubits long, about 39.6, 41.2 inches, 1.5 cubits wide and tall. The entire surface, inside and out, was covered in pure gold, with a decorative gold molding around it. To carry the ark from place to place, it had 4 gold rings, 2 on each side. A pole, also made of acacia wood covered in gold, was inserted into these rings. These poles were never to be removed and served as a permanent means of transportation for the ark. The Ark of the Covenant held immense significance, representing God's covenant with his people. It was a tangible reminder of their promises and responsibilities. The people cherished it and carried it with them as they journeyed through the desert and eventually settled in Jerusalem. The Ark's presence was a constant reminder of their faith and the urgency to follow God's commandments. Once the Ark was built, it needed a special cover made of pure gold called the mercy seat. This cover had the same dimensions as the Ark and had golden cherubim on both ends. The cherubim faced each other with spread wings, symbolizing their readiness to obey God's commands. The mercy seat was where God himself would dwell. Unlike the statues of false gods worshipped by many Israelites, the Ark of the Covenant was a sacred symbol where people could connect with God. When the priests were present, God's presence would hover over the Ark. And even when the priests were absent, the tablets of the law inside the Ark represented God's presence. That's why the Ark of the Covenant got its name, as it contained the commandments written on the tablets. In addition to giving instructions on building the Ark, God told Moses to place the tablets of the 10 Commandments inside it. Later in Numbers 17:10, we learn that God commanded Moses to put Aaron's staff in front of the ark as a sign to rebellious people. Moses and Aaron also placed a jar of manna inside the ark, as commanded by God in Exodus 16:34. Hebrews 9:4 confirms that these three items were indeed inside the Ark of the Covenant. Behind a second curtain in a room called the Most Holy Place, there was the golden altar of incense and the ark covered in gold. Inside the ark, there was the gold jar of manna, Aaron's staff that had miraculously budded, and the stone tablets with the covenant engraved upon them. A man named Bezalel, filled with the Spirit of God, was chosen to construct the Ark of the Covenant and the other furnishings in the tabernacle. He was granted wisdom, understanding, knowledge, and artistic skills to complete this important task. Assisting him was Oholiab, while skilled craftsmen provided additional support. Once the construction was finished, the Ark of the Covenant found its dwelling place within a movable shrine known as the tabernacle. The tabernacle's construction involved tapestry curtains adorned with cherubim, which concealed the ark from view. In front of these curtains, there was an altar and incense burners, where Aaron and his sons were responsible for burning fragrant incense made from various ingredients. This created a pleasing offering to God, done both in the morning and at sunset. The tabernacle consisted of 2 rooms. The outer room was called the Holy Place, and within it there was a table where they placed the bread of the presence, also known as the showbread. Additionally, an altar of incense and a 7-branched candelabrum called the menorah were present. The inner room, known as the Most Holy Place or the Holy of Holies, served as the actual dwelling place of the God of Israel. What does the Ark of the Covenant symbolize for Christians and Jews? The symbolism of the Ark of the Covenant goes beyond religious contexts. Throughout history, the story of the Ark has been described in art, literature, and popular culture, inspiring a sense of reverence and mystery. This ancient story continues to remind believers of God's enduring presence, the importance of upholding the covenant, and the power of faith and obedience. One of the key symbols of the Ark is its representation of divine presence. The presence of the Shekinah, a manifestation of God's presence, positioned between the 2 golden cherubim, created a tangible connection between the earthly realm and the divine realm. The Ark served as a physical reminder of God's presence and a focal point for worship and communication with the divine. Furthermore, the Ark symbolizes the covenant between God and the Israelites. It houses the tablets of the law, also known as the 10 Commandments, which embody the moral and legal foundation of the Jewish religion. These tablets encapsulate the principles and instructions given by God, serving as a guide for righteous living and establishing a framework for justice and ethical behavior. Inside the ark, there was a jar of manna, symbolizing God's continuous provision for his people. There was also Aaron's rod, which was originally lifeless but miraculously sprouted buds. It was placed inside the ark to symbolize God's approval of Aaron as the high priest. The Ark of the Covenant was often kept inside the tabernacle, hidden behind a curtain or veil. This veil was made of blue, purple, and scarlet yarns. It hung on 4 pillars of acacia wood overlaid with gold, supported by hooks of gold and bases of silver. The veil served as a separation between the holy place and the most holy place. In the most holy place, the Ark of the Covenant and the mercy seat, symbolizing God's presence, were situated. The veil ensured their separation and significance. However, according to Christian beliefs, the veil was torn by the blood of Jesus when he died on the cross, granting everyone full access to God. But the symbolism of the ark extends beyond its physical characteristics. During the Israelites' journey through the wilderness, the ark created a sense of divine guidance and protection. Its presence reminded them that God was leading them and providing strength, security, and divine intervention whenever needed. It became associated with miraculous events like the parting of the Jordan River and the crumbling of the walls of Jericho, reinforcing the belief in its divine power and symbolizing God's strength and victory. Let's delve into the historical journey of the Ark of the Covenant, one of the most cherished religious artifacts in history. This Jewish ark has captivated people's imaginations for centuries, and many have tried in vain to locate and recover it. According to historical accounts, The Israelites constructed this magnificent golden ark around 3,000 years ago to house the stone tablets inscribed with the Ten Commandments. Biblical tales describe the ark as being similar in size to a 19th century seaman's chest. Throughout time, the ark journeyed under the guidance of various priests and kings. First, it was entrusted to the priest Pinhas in Bethel, but it later found a resting place in Shiloh during Samuel's apprenticeship. However, during the war with the Philistines, the ark was captured by them and taken away from Israel. But to the amazement of everyone, this ark, renowned for its blessings, brought lots of tragic events to the Philistines. Its presence caused the death of many Philistines and brought them misfortune wherever they went. Eventually, the Philistines decided to return the ark to the Israelites. Many years later, according to biblical stories, King David took the ark with him when he had to flee from Jerusalem due to Absalom's conspiracy. However, King David later ordered the priest Zadok to return the ark to Jerusalem, where it held a significant and revered place. Throughout history, the Ark of the Covenant remained a potent symbol of God's presence and religious devotion. Its journeys, miracles, and the custody of various individuals reflect its profound significance and enduring legacy in religious and historical narratives. However, in 597 and 586 BC, the Babylonian Empire conquered the Israelites, and the Ark, supposedly kept in the temple in Jerusalem at that time, vanished from historical records. This disappearance has given rise to numerous theories and claims about its fate. Let's discuss intriguing theories on the possible whereabouts of the Ark of the Covenant. Scholars widely agree that the Ark of the Covenant was not placed in the Second Temple, known as the Temple of Zerubbabel and Herod. It vanished from the biblical account during the time of the First Temple, and its whereabouts afterward remain unclear. One popular theory surrounding the Ark is connected to Ethiopia's 14th century national epic, the Kebra Nagast. According to this tale, the Queen of Sheba visited King Solomon in Jerusalem during the 10th century BCE and bore him a son on her journey back home. When their son Menelik reached adulthood, he returned to Jerusalem. Although Menelik eventually chose to go back to his mother, Solomon sent a group of Jewish descendants with him. However, these companions, feeling discontented about leaving Jerusalem, decided to take a memento, the Ark of the Covenant. By the time Solomon realized what had happened, it was too late to retrieve the sacred artifact. Menelik brought the Ark to the city of Aksum, and with the Ark by his side, he conquered several neighboring territories, establishing the Ethiopian Empire. It is widely believed that the Ark found sanctuary in the town of Aksum in Ethiopia, residing within the St. Mary of Zion Cathedral. However, access to the Ark is tightly controlled, with only an assigned guardian allowed to see it. As a result, its authenticity remains unverified. In June 2009, Abune Palos, the patriarch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, confirmed this claim by initially announcing his intention to unveil the Ark of the Covenant to the world, asserting that it was securely kept within the Aksum Church. However, the following day, Abune Palos reversed his decision and chose not to reveal the Ark. Despite this reversal, he maintained his affirmation regarding its current status, suggesting that it remains preserved and protected. Ron Wyatt claimed to have discovered the Ark of the Covenant in various locations. One of his claims was that he found the Ark beneath the crucifixion site of Jesus in a grotto or cave. He believed that during the crucifixion, an earthquake occurred, causing a crack in the ground that allowed the blood from Jesus' crucifixion to flow down and reach the mercy seat of the Ark. Wyatt also claimed to have seen and photographed the Ark, but he did not provide any concrete evidence or allow independent verification of his findings. One theory suggests that the Ark was hidden beneath the First Temple in Jerusalem before its destruction. However, excavation beneath the site is nearly impossible due to the presence of the revered Dome of the Rock Shrine. This Islamic shrine sits atop the claimed location of the Ark, and excavation beneath it is prohibited. Another theory proposes that the Ark, along with other treasures from the temple, is hidden in a cave somewhere near the Dead Sea, while the apocryphal Book of 2 Maccabees seems to place this cave on the east bank of the Jordan River, biblical Mount Nebo. Many today believe the Ark is presently concealed in a cave on Jordan's west bank. In recent decades, numerous caves in this region have been excavated, including some that contain the famous Dead Sea Scrolls. Yet an interesting claim, proposed by Thomas Roma, suggests that the Ark may have originally carried sacred stones similar to those found in pre-Islamic Bedouin chests. According to this view, these stones could have represented Yahweh or sculptures of Yahweh and the goddess Ashura. On the other hand, Scott Nogle disagrees with these claims. He points out differences in structure, function, and transportation methods between the Ark of the Covenant and Bedouin objects. Nogle's perspective highlights the need for careful analysis and consideration of the specific characteristics and contexts of different artifacts before drawing direct comparisons. While these excavations unearthed intriguing artifacts, no evidence of the Ark has been discovered so far. The search for the Ark of the Covenant continues, shrouded in mystery and anticipation. Where did Graham Hancock find the Ark of Covenant? Graham Hancock believes he has discovered the location of the Ark of the Covenant. According to his theory, the Ark was taken from Solomon's temple during the reign of King Manasseh and transported to Elephantine Island along the Nile. Hancock suggests that eventually the Ark found its resting place in the Church of St. Mary Zion in Aksum, Ethiopia. He went further to support his theory by highlighting archaeological evidence of a temple on Elephantine Island and the discovery of the Elephantine papyri, which he interprets as indications of the Ark's presence there. However, Hancock's theory has faced criticism from scholars who question its evidence and credibility. Some outright dismiss it, arguing that his ideas do not align with the mainstream academic consensus. While Hancock presents intriguing ideas and draws connections between archaeological findings, not all scholars accept his interpretations and conclusions. Additionally, Ethiopian Jews hold a different belief regarding the arrival of the Ark in Ethiopia. According to their tradition, during King Solomon's reign, the son of the Queen of Sheba, Menelik, took the true Ark from Jerusalem with divine assistance. They believe that Menelik left to rejoin his mother upon reaching adulthood, taking the genuine Ark with him, while a forgery was left behind in the Jerusalem temple. Hancock dismisses this traditional theory, stating that the Ark arrived in Ethiopia nearly 500 years after the famous visit of the Queen of Sheba to Jerusalem. Professionals like archaeologist John Holliday from the University of Toronto have dismissed Hancock's theory, describing it as garbage and hogwash. The controversy surrounding the true location of the Ark of the Covenant continues, with different theories and interpretations sparking debates among scholars and experts. Edward Uhlendorf, a former professor of Ethiopian studies at the University of London, strongly expresses his skepticism and lack of belief in the validity of Hancock's claims. He considers Hancock's book a waste of time because it fails to provide convincing evidence for the presence of the Ark in Ethiopia. Uhlendorf's criticism highlights the lack of substantial supporting evidence presented by Hancock. Despite the disputes and strong criticisms surrounding Hancock's theory, his book claims to document the presence of the Ark of the Covenant in Ethiopia. The local Ethiopian Jewish community also asserts that the Ark is located in the Church of Mary Zion in the town of Aksum. According to legend, a dedicated monk is entrusted with safeguarding the real Ark of the Covenant and has devoted his life to this sacred duty. Access to the Ark is highly restricted, even for kings and bishops, emphasizing its secretive and revered nature. Replicas of the Ark can be found in Ethiopian monasteries and churches, but they are also off-limits to the general public. Skepticism and differing opinions surround the existence and location of the Ark of the Covenant. Some experts express doubt, pointing out that no one has definitively found the Ark. They question the validity of the claims made by individuals like Graham Hancock, and alternative theories, such as the possibility of the Ark being buried beneath the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. These differing opinions contribute to ongoing debates and discussions about the Ark and its true whereabouts. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and share. Subscribe to this channel for more updates.